Hey everyone, this is Michael again and coming at you with another video. And this is going to be a DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K update. Got some stuff to show you guys. Sorry if I didn't do a SmackDown or AEW Rampage review or even reviewed Wrestle Dream last night. This past week I was tested positive with COVID, so just been relaxing, just watching, stuff on TV. And I did watch, Wrestle Dream last night, which I thought, was an okay show. We got Adam Copeland, aka Edge, making his AEW debut last night, which was predictable. Obviously, we all knew that Edge was going to, come to AEW since his contract with WWE expired on September 30th. So it was obvious that Edge was going to AEW. SmackDown, I thought, was pretty terrible, in my opinion. And AEW Rampage, I thought was, pretty okay. So just wanted to, get out that. And you might have noticed, like when I did my my Raw review last week and my AEW Dynamite review, last week, that I didn't look too great, just in the videos because, I had, COVID, last Monday. That's when it started because, I went to work and I thought, I just had a regular cold, and then I tested myself and then, came back positive. I have those COVID, at home kits. So my sister tested me and, came back positive, just been, quarantining here in my room. So just apologize for, not getting out a SmackDown, Rampage, and Wrestle Dream reviews for you guys. I knew you guys were pretty okay, about, not getting a review out of, SmackDown, Rampage, and Wrestle Dream. Health comes first than, doing videos, just relaxing and, getting back to being better. But anyways, let's get on with this update. And I want to show off some steelbooks here. So I'm going to show off this. First one here is the 4K of classic John Hughes film, and that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is the 4K release of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Of course, stars Matthew Broderick. Just an absolute classic film this is. Here's the back to it. And it does have features. It has the commentary with John Hughes, which was on the 1999 DVD of the film, which I do have. That commentary with John Hughes wasn't on the other DVD releases and also the Blu-ray. This is the only way that you can get the commentary with John Hughes on it, or if you buy the 1999 DVD. Has getting the cast together, the cast of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the making of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, who is Ferris Bueller, the world according to Ben Stein. Of course, Ben Stein was the teacher going, Bueller. And it has vintage Ferris Bueller, The Lost Tapes. So, pretty good edition here of Ferris Bueller's Day Off on 4K. I heard the picture quality on this is very good. Still have yet to watch it because it's still in its seal. So that's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And then picked up Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the Best Buy Steelbook, the limited edition collectible steelbook, which looks like that inside. Very cool. I reviewed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, so check out my review of this if you guys haven't seen it. But really like this film. Very depressing, film, with Rocket Raccoon's, story. But just really enjoyed it. Here's the back to it. And this has, features on the Blu-ray. It has the Imperfect Perfect Family, Creating Rocket Raccoon, gag reel, deleted scenes, and commentary by James Gunn. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I really enjoyed the film. Check out my review of if you guys haven't seen it. And then I picked up Matilda on 4K. I really like the cover to the steelbook here. But Matilda is a film that I've always loved. Me and my sister would watch this film all the time, and we watched it so many times. We actually knew all the lines to the characters in the film, just by watching it so much. Like, we memorized like the whole entire script of the film just by watching it, a whole lot. But the film was, of course, produced and directed by Danny DeVito. Of course, he plays, Matilda's father. Harry Wormwood. He's also the narrator, of the film. And Matilda's just a really fun film. It also stars Rhea Perlman, who was, of course, married to Danny DeVito. They split up. They got divorced years back. Also has Ann Bette Davids, Mara Wilson. What's good about this 4K is it has a commentary with Danny DeVito, which is cool. It also has the trailer, and then it has the features that were on the Blu-ray, An Afternoon Tea, A Very Magical Matilda Reunion, Matilda's Movie Magic, A Children's Guide to Good Manners, Escape to the Library, and My Movie About Making Matilda by Mara Wilson. Matilda is just an absolutely fun film based on the book by Roald Dahl, who wrote, of course, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So, still in its seal here. On the back, it has a picture of, Crunch and Paul, which is the school, from what I saw. But very cool. And then I picked up the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which I reviewed this film. So if you haven't seen my review of this, check out my review. But I liked the film. Very good animation, and I have to say it's one of the best Spider-Man, animated films. And the only gripe that I have with the film is the villain, the Spot, which I think the Spot is a very lame villain, because it's just, guy, like in spots, and he throws a spot here. Oh, I'm right here. Oh, I'm right here. It's just, I thought, in my opinion, the Spot was a very lame villain. But overall, the film is just very good, and really like the world of the Spider-Verse. But here's the back to it. And I just really like this art here on the steelbook with all the Spider-Mans there. It has over 90 minutes of extras, Easter eggs, deleted scene, and a whole lot more. It has, I'm Gonna Do My Own Thing, Interdimensional Destiny, Across the Worlds, Designing New Dimensions, Designing Spiders and Spots, Scratches, Score, and the Music of the Multiverse, Escape from Spider Society, Across the Comics Verse, lyric videos, and commentary by the filmmaker. Also includes Creating the Ultimate Spider-Man Movie, Raising a Hero, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider Cast. So, of course, it stars the voice of Shameik Moore, who voices Miles Morales, Haley Steinfeld, Brian Tyree Henry, Jake Johnson, Jason Schwartzman, Daniel Kaluuya, Mahershala Ali, and Oscar Isaac. But that's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Good movie. And then this was a blind buy. Picked this up. I've heard things about this film. I've heard good things. This came out in 1985, and it is the 4K Blu-ray digital of The Last Dragon, which stars Timac, Julius J. Carey III, Chris Murney, Leo O'Brien, Fate Prince, Glenn Eden, and Vandy. That's the steel book of it. But this has features. It has a commentary by comedian Amber Ruffin and author Lacey Lamar on the 4K disc. Blu-ray has commentary by the director Michael Schultz, Return of the Dragon, a look back at the making and legacy of The Last Dragon, featuring Timac, Barry Gordon, and more. And of course, the trailer. So it's like a martial arts, film, from 1985. So that's The Last Dragon. We'll check it out at some point and review it. So these are all the steel books here that I got. So move on from there. So then I picked this up. This is the complete series of Steven Spielberg's Amazing Stories. And this is a series that lasted 2 seasons from 1985 to 1987. And, this is a series, it's a, like an anthology series, kind of like, like Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt, with a whole lot of money behind it because Steven Spielberg, is behind it. But really I'm enjoying this series. I know they bought the series back for Apple TV, which that only lasted 2 seasons as well. But it's just been a really fun, series to binge watch. And almost finishing season 1. But features it has deleted scenes on each disc. And this was released by Umbrella Entertainment, which is from Australia, but this is region free. You can watch this on any DVD Blu-ray player. It'll actually play. But the discs are like this. There's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4. And then there's season 2, which is 4 discs. So there you go. But like I said, really am enjoying this series. So that's Amazing Stories, the complete series. And also picked up the 40th anniversary 4K of a classic masterpiece, E.T. the Extra Terrestrial, of course, directed by Spielberg. Has 4 hours of bonus features. It has 40 years of E.T., the Turner Classic Movies, Classic Film Festival, and Evening with Steven Spielberg, where Spielberg reflects on his career and the making of E.T. 40 years later. It has deleted scenes, Spielberg and E.T., the E.T. Journals, a look back, the evolution and creation of E.T., the E.T. reunion, the music of E.T., a discussion with John Williams, and a whole lot more. So E.T. is just an absolute masterpiece. I remember watching this on VHS as a kid and just being so amazed by the film, how very well done it is, how very well shot, the look of E.T., just the whole, I remember being so, amused by the scene of Elliot and E.T., on the bicycle riding across the moon. I was like, whoa, as a kid. And Spielberg is my idol on, wanting to become a filmmaker. So, but that's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I can't wait for the Spielberg book that's coming out. in a few weeks. I'm definitely want to get it. It's called Spielberg: The First 10 Years, where it discusses his films, from Jaws, The Sugarland Express. Talks about 1979, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T. All his films of the first 10 years. So I'm definitely going to pick up that book. But yeah, it's E.T., the 40th anniversary edition. And then I picked this up. This goes for, amount of money on eBay. I think it's out of print, and it's a Twilight Time release, and it is a Robin Williams film that I haven't seen, and it is called Moscow on the Hudson. Came out in 1984, stars Robin Williams, Alejandro Rey, Maria Conchita Alonso, and this is a really good film. Really enjoyed this film. It's, I think, in my opinion, one of Robin Williams' underrated films, but it's just a very good movie, and it's definitely worth the watch. And the features it has on here is isolated score track, commentary with film historians Julie Cargo and Nick Redman, commentary with the director Paul Mazursky. But that's Moscow on Hudson. Very good, underrated Robin Williams film. Just absolutely enjoyed it. Here's the disc in there, and here's the booklet where it talks about the film, about the production, and really like the chemistry between Robin Williams' character and Maria Conchita Alonso's characters. So you get the poster of the film on the back of the booklet here. So that's Moscow on the Hudson. Definitely check out the film. It's worth the watch. And then these I got this off of Amazon. Been wanting to check out this film. Heard good things about it. It's one of Tom Cruise's earliest films. This came out 1983. It came out after The Outsiders and Risky Business, which put the two films that pretty much put Tom Cruise on the map. And this film is called All the Right Moves. Stars Tom Cruise, Craig T. Nelson, and Leah Thompson. Of course, 2 years later, she would star in Back to the Future. But this, in my opinion, is Tom Cruise's underrated film. I watched this yesterday. Good movie. Also has Chris Penn in it, the late great Chris Penn. And I know it's out on Blu-ray, but for cheap, decided to get the DVD. But this has trailers, and it's also in widescreen. So that's All the Right Moves. Very good movie. Very underrated Tom Cruise film. So that's All the Right Moves. Got this at Barnes & Noble when I went to the city, and this was only $40. This is a Martin Scorsese film that I haven't seen, but been wanting to check out. Heard it's a very good movie, and it's the Criterion release of After Hours. Stars Griffin Dunne, Roseanne Arquette, Verna Bloom. Also has Linda Fiorentino, Terry Garr, John Hurd, Cheech Marin, Catherine O'Hara. But been wanting to check out this film. I've seen the trailer to it. It looks like a very good film. And originally, from what I heard, Tim Burton was originally going to direct this film, but he turned it down because Martin Scorsese wanted to direct it. But this has a new 4K restoration approved by Ada Thelma Shoemaker with uncompressed monaural soundtrack, new conversation between Martin Scorsese and the writer Fran Lebowitz, commentary with Scorsese, Shoemaker, director of photography Michael Bahalis, Griffin Dunne, who was also the producer of the film, and producer Amy Robinson, documentary about the making of the film featuring Griffin Dunne, Robinson, Shoemaker, and Martin Scorsese, new program on the look of the film featuring costume designer Rita Ryak and production designer Jeffrey Townsend, deleted scenes trailer, and an essay by critic Sheila O'Malley, which the essay is the booklet, when you open it up. But we'll check out this film at some point. We'll review it. So it came out in 1985. So that's After Hours on Blu-ray. And then we got the final stack here. This I picked up at Best Buy. It was cheap. It's the 4K Blu-ray of The Blues Brothers, of course, directed by John Landis, starring the late great John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. Also has, James Brown, Cab Calloway, Ray Charles, Carrie Fisher, Aretha Franklin. So the features it has, the stories behind the making of the film, transposing the music, and remembering John Belushi. It includes both the theatrical and extended versions of the film. That's the Blues Brothers. And then I picked these up at Book Off when I went back before I went to a Grand Slam. So picked these up. Haven't seen this film, but I've heard about it. This is Reindeer Games. This is the director's cut on a Blu-ray, which stars Ben Affleck, Gary Sinise, and Charlize Theron. Also has Dennis Farina, James Franz, Donald Logue, Clarence Williams III. Has a director's cut of the film, commentary by the director John Frankenheimer, behind-the-scenes featurette. Also has the original theatrical cut, alternate scenes. So that's Reindeer Games. We'll check this out at some point. So that's Reindeer Games. And then I got this. This is a Eddie Murphy film that I haven't seen, but I have heard about. This came out in 1997, and it is called Metro. And I remember seeing the trailer to this. I always remember the scene in the trailer where he's like, "What do you think I am, Red Fox?" So this also has Michael Rappaport, Michael Wincott. So here's the back. This has the trailer on it. Only has the feature. But I heard this film flopped when it came out because it came out back in January of 1997. But we'll check this film out and give it a watch at some point. So that's Metro. And then I picked this up and heard about this film. And this stars Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, one of their, first films that they did together. And then, of course, they did Stir Crazy, and then See No Evil, Hear No Evil, among others. And this came out in 1976, and it is Silver Streak. And haven't seen this film, but we'll want to give it a watch at some point. Has no features. This was a Anchor Bay release. This also stars Joe Clayburgh, Also has Ned Beatty in it, Clifton James, Patrick McGowan. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. The score was done by Henry Mancini. So we'll check out Silver Streak at some point. So that's Silver Streak. Next one here, I know a lot of you are probably going to give me faces, probably make fun of me of this, but I picked this up because it's nostalgic, and I haven't seen the film. I have heard about it. Heard it's not a great film by any means. Heard it's not a good film, but it is Spice World, starring the Spice Girls. And like I said, picked this up for nostalgic because I remember as a kid how the Spice Girls were, very popular. How there was all this merchandise, dolls. I remember the lollipops, with the stickers of the Spice Girls on it, and these kids used to stick them everywhere. I liked their music as a kid. If you want to be my lover, and spice up your life. That song. I mean, the Spice Girls were everywhere when I was a kid. So, but decided to pick up the film on a DVD. I think it's out of print, but this film hasn't been released on Blu-ray. And heard it's not a good film by any means, though. But we'll check out the film because I've been wanting to check out this film for a while. Probably be nostalgic with it because, of course, Spice Girls. So that's Spice World here. So it has the widescreen and full screen versions of the film. So that's Spice World. So these were the ones that I picked up from Book Off, before I went to AEW Grand Slam. And the final one here, I ordered this off of Amazon, and I have reviewed this film. I reviewed it years ago, and I remember really liking the film. And the film was written and directed by Peter Jackson. He also produced the film. Robert Zemeckis was the executive producer of this. And this stars Michael J. Fox, John Astin, D. Wallace Stone, Jeffrey Combs, Jake Busey, Chi McBride, and it is the Frighteners. And this includes the director's cut and the theatrical version, which when I reviewed the film, I watched the theatrical version, did not watch the director's cut, but I know there's a 4K that they released of this, but you could only get it overseas, I think in Germany. But the director's cut includes 13 minutes of additional footage, has a special introduction to the director's cut by Peter Jackson, has the making of the Frighteners, a full-length documentary on the making of the film, which features interviews with Michael J. Fox, Trini Alvarado, D. Wallace Stone, Jake Busey, and Chi McBride, has storyboard of key scenes including the Slime Fleece and Blood Man sequence with commentary by Peter Jackson, and also has a commentary by Peter Jackson on the director's cut. But on the commentary, Peter Jackson pointed out the deleted scenes that have been incorporated back into the movie by making the director's cut. So that's the Frighteners. Hopefully it gets a 4K release here in the US. But this will be a joy to rewatch again, because I remember really enjoying the film. Check out my review of the film from years ago. So it's still on my channel. So that's the Frighteners there. And pretty much that's basically the DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K update. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this update. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all back here tonight with the Monday Night Raw review. So, see you all then.